Welcome to the driveway garden, and what we are doing today is fertilizing the pots, or re-fertilizing the pots. The last time I fertilized all the pots, all the containers around here, was when I was planting things. So that would have been in some cases all the way back in end of April, May, all the way into like the beginning of June. So it's time. Now some of them may be a little bit early because to the extent that some maybe didn't get fully planted out till toward the end of June, we're maybe running a little bit early, but I've been using this year inorganic fertilizer that I've been using in pots has been Osmocote, and it's a 3 to 4 month cycle that you're supposed to be doing that. So I'm going around and I am sprinkling more of the Osmocote into the pots. Now, I don't know why I think I should do this, but when I put it in, I often will kind of rough up the soil, or I'll kind of rake it into the potting soil a little bit there if I can. I don't go overboard with it. A lot of the pots are very full. They've got a lot of foliage, and I don't get in there and try to force that. So for a great many of the pots, all I do is sprinkle it in there because I can't really get in there with my hands. I'll let the watering just kind of water it in, really. I think, just walking around seeing the sheer number of containers that I have, I'm gonna end up using a whole kind of, I don't know, it's a bag about this size. I'll probably end up using that whole bag. And another thing that I wanted to kind of share about it as you watch me do it, these are little pellets that's kind of like a little clay resin capsule that they essentially put liquid fertilizer in, right? And so it's designed to slow release. They're all slightly different sizes, and so over time with the heat and the water and all that, they will disintegrate, and the fertilizer will come out of those capsules and it will fertilize the containers. And it does pretty well for me. It's done pretty well so far, but I've started to see already some places where plants are showing kind of a lack of fertility. Not a lot, and it probably could be that maybe those were pots that I either forgot to fertilize in the first place, or maybe they just had less or something, I don't know. But an example would be back here, like this pepper, for example, with the leaves turning more of kind of that light green as opposed to the deep dark green, kind of suggests to me that this pepper maybe didn't have as much fertility in that pot left as some of my other pots. So I think it's perfect timing. And aside from that, I also have some organic fertilizer. The only place that I really have a true bed to build the soil is the cherry tree garden. And so in that garden, what you'll see I do there is I'm actually placing down organic fertilizer because I'm trying to build the soil there. And so I don't want to just throw in a bunch of inorganic fertilizer. It probably wouldn't hurt anything to do that for this season, but essentially if you do that year after year, a lot of inorganic fertilizer, you're building up salts in that soil. It's not really helping build the microbiology of that soil. And so if you have the opportunity to really build your soil, do believe in that. The reality though of my garden is I'm not building soil for the most part here. I'm using potting mixes that are in containers. And so if you're not building soil, it's a totally different situation, a totally different game, really. So that's what I'm up to. Come along and fertilize some pots. Yes.